Okay, members and friends, this chicken is one lucky chicken, man. I got like bags and bags full of shavings. I had to go to the provincial courthouse today, up by the police station there, and do a security check on myself for my grandson at the request of my lawyer. And it's for court, right? And as I was driving down the road, I seen these, lumber yards or whatever they are. Anyway, long story short, I went to 2 lumber yards and one said, sure, take as many shavings as you want. So I got tons and tons of bags of shavings in there, some in the back. And then I stopped off at Home Depot and they let me take up some pallets. All right, there's shavings back there too. And then as you can see, I've got pallets in here. All right, I love this car, man. This car will move anything for me. All right, there's some more pallets. My son's gonna help me to build a coop because I gotta get him out of my kitchen, right? And he's crowing, like he's getting louder now. He's discovered his voice. So, and I have to buy 2 screens and I've got one in the back, so that's all we're gonna have to do for that for now. So anyway, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, this bird is one lucky bird. You know, he gets caught at 9, 10 o'clock at night or whatever the heck it was. It was nighttime anyway, with the fog and 20 below weather and it's snowing and, he's running around out in the streets, right, in the dark. And my kids went to go look at something, right, to go look at an apartment, but my daughter's staying home anyway. So, and they see this chicken run across the road, right? So they chase it and they bring it home. So you know that story. Well, it turns out I don't think this is a hen. This is a rooster. Because he's getting more and more stronger with his cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. Like he's trying to crow. So he's a cock, right? And only now we need a flock. So as you can see, I got really, really lucky today. This bird's a very lucky bird. Driving down the road, I thought, well, it doesn't hurt to ask. Maybe they have some pallets or something. It was a cedar mill, so I'm all seated up because I was playing in it. They sent me under, what did they call it? A cyclone. The guy says, you see that cyclone over there? And I'm like, cyclone? What's a cyclone? He goes, oh, that, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, it's a little damp. I said, that's okay, like the cedar shavings, right? And I said, that's okay. I'll let it dry out somewhere in my house, and I'll put it in a bucket and whoosh it around. And so I get underneath there, and oh, it smells so good. I smell like cedar right now because I got the cedar shavings all over me. I was playing in it. It brought me back to the days when I used to play at the ocean for hours and hours on end, and brought me back to the day when I used to jump off the sand dunes up in the Langley area on the Victoria Island, right? I used to jump off these sand dunes that were like, oh God, 1,000 feet high, right? And you slide all the way down, like 100 feet, 200 feet down. You'd just be sliding down. Never got buried in that sand dune, but I used to do that when I was a kid. So playing in this, in this cedar pile under the cyclone, right? It was great. I loved it. And my car smells like cedar. And so this is really one lucky bird. And then because they didn't have pallets, of course, I went to Home Depot and, they helped me out there a little bit. So that's good. So it's getting kind of late in the day, though. It's going on 2:30 here. So I don't know if my son wants to go out there and start working with me on this today. It's Christmas Eve. This will be uploaded as soon as I'm done, and we'll probably start working on Mr. Lace's temporary chicken coop, until spring when we can make maybe a bigger one. And then my landlady and her husband, they have chickens, so maybe they can help me to bring in a flock, right, for him because he's going to get lonely out there, right? But he can't stay in my kitchen. So Mr. Lace. I'm pretty sure he's a rooster. Next time he's crowing, I'm going to try and catch it on tape. But in the meantime, it's Christmas Eve. I did a security check on myself. Went to the provincial courthouse. I had to go all the way down there for that. And, I have to pay for it, right? And, it makes me think about the nonprofit. It makes me think that, after when the new year comes and things move along, we really need to work on this 1 million flash movement thing and bring in that lawyer and family fund because, I've maxed myself out, like literally, with this cutting off of welfare and all this other stuff going on, you know, like I have like a whole stack of bills that aren't paid. So I guess on Boxing Day, I'm going to have to phone up these people and like, you know, BC Hydro and those kind of people and say, well, you know, you're going to have to just hold out here a little longer, right? Just another week or two until, you know, right? So, you know, I can only imagine what it's like for people with like even less, right? And there's a lot of people out there in society these days that just don't have the finances, you know. And, you know, we have to help each other. We have to find a way to help each other. So I don't know why I got a rooster in my house. Okay. It's kind of strange. What does that mean? And this is one heck of a lucky rooster. Okay. Yeah, I got bags and bags full of cedar sawdust, like, well, wood chips. And I asked them, I said, well, can I come back when I need a little more? They said, yeah, no problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce them to my nonprofit, you know, at some point in the future. And maybe they'll put a little collection box out for me or something, you know, and, you know, work on program development. But in the meantime, let's try and catch Mr. Lace when he's crowing. Okay? So, all right, we'll talk to you soon.